Om Shanti. Welcome to another Yoga Small Talk. And in this talk, we conclude the preliminary discussion under the heading of severing the union with pain. Severing this misidentification with the body, mind, senses complex, which causes us to look for happiness in the wrong places. And therefore, even when we find happiness, it is incomplete, it is fleeting, and it generates bondage. And what we really want is long-lasting happiness, which is unalloyed, and which generates an inner sense of deep freedom. And the yogis tell us, yes, we can show you the path to find such happiness, but you have to change where you're looking for it. You have to change the search from going outside into going inside. And it is not an easy task. The search inside is a difficult one. It's a challenging one. It can be very long, and on the way, some painful things can come up, some difficulties can come up, some doubts can come up, but we still have to go through it and reach our goal and find this happiness, which is our birthright, the yogis say. And to embark on this journey, it is very important for us to have faith. Now, this is not blind faith. We start with some faith that is like this belief, this confidence, this accepting, and then through our experience, this faith grows more and more and more. And this faith is of three kinds. It is faith in the scripture, in the teacher, and in myself. So the faith in the scripture means that the knowledge of how I can find this complete, pure bliss is out there. So for instance, if I think I'll be happy only if I manage to grow orange trees on Mars, I have a problem, because the knowledge is not out there. Nobody can teach me how to do it, and maybe it's not even possible. But when it comes to the knowledge of yoga, it tells us, yes, you can find this pure bliss. The knowledge is out there, and it's been experienced over thousands and thousands of years, and it is available. But we have to have some initial level of faith that this knowledge is valid. And then as we start studying it, our experience will build our faith more. But if we don't have this initial faith, of course, why would we even spend the time? So first we need to have this initial faith. Then we need to find the teacher. Like anything else we want to study in life, anything else we want to master, we need someone to teach us how to do it. And yoga is not different. So we need to find the teacher. And of course we can look at their credentials, we can look for references, but then we have to spend time with this person and follow the practices that they are prescribing for us. And here faith means to give it a chance, but to give it a real chance, meaning if I have difficulties, if I have doubts, I come and ask the right questions. We try to avoid lines of thoughts that are of complete invalidation. Of course, if this is how we feel, then maybe this is not for us. But if we do experience some benefits, we do experience that this is good for me, that all in all I feel that I'm on the right track, but I have this difficulty, this doubt, this thing came up. I ask the right questions. I ask, how can I resolve this doubt? How can I get over this difficulty? Maybe something needs to be a little bit more modified. Maybe I need to be more patient. Like so. So we engage in a constructive dialogue. We ask the right questions. We follow the practices. And then faith in myself. And although this seems trivial, this is something that many times gets in our way. I say, yes, the scriptures are very valid and this is a very good teacher, but I'm not like them. I started too old, I have this physical challenge, I'm not as smart, I come from this house, from that family, from this background, for that background, and therefore I cannot. And it happens to us many, many, many times in life, in many, many things, not just yoga. And yoga tells us each and every one can, for the simple reason it's your birthright, it's your essential nature. It is not something that is outside of you that maybe if you didn't come from a wealthy family you cannot get. It is not something that requires you to be a genius, so if you're not, you cannot get, and so on and so forth. It is your essential nature. And you have to have the initial faith that yes, I can get it. Yes, I can do it. And as you go through the practices and see how you get over difficulties, how you get over challenges, how you're growing stronger and stronger internally, your faith will grow more and more and more. And it will also give you a lot of strength to do things with yoga and with many other things. So this is the preliminary discussion, and practical tools will follow. Om Shanti.